What is up, guys? Welcome to a new video. Sunday forecast. Let's see what the next weeks is gonna bring to us. But as always, we are starting with the monthly, weekly and daily timeframes. But firstly, we need to see what is happening on the economic calendar. So what do we have here? We can see that the whole week is fulfilled with USD red folder news right here, and is the first Friday in the month, and we always have the NFP then. But the problem is that US government is shut down, so it's all tentative news. So maybe we can only have news on Monday and Wednesday, so we'll see. But this could be a pretty good week for us. So let's start with the BTC monthly chart, always top-down analysis, not any other way around. We have a huge range right now because of the nasty manipulation last month, but this is the levels we are gonna attack. It's gonna be previous month high or previous month low. It can be a really nasty period because it's a huge distance, depending on the volatility that's Q4 gonna bring us, but these are the levels we are attacking right now. On the weekly, we have this basically the same stuff. We swept the previous week low and previous week high, which will give us the new range as well from the candle closure weekly one from Monday. And if it drop down to the daily time frame, we're gonna see that, just let me mark out the previous week high and previous week low. Basically all the three major time frames are showing me the same stuff, that we are in range, and in ranges fair value gaps are not working. Like we can see here, this one failed. This one is also expected to fail, and this one also failed. In consolidations and ranges, we are playing from the externals of a range, so this low or this high. We need to see even respect, which will move us down, or we need to see disrespect of a range, which means that we are closing above that level and pushing higher. The same goes for this low right here. And that's why the market is really boring. We don't have anything to work with. We just have these as our draw on liquidities, as our bias, but we don't have the capabilities to do anything. So in trading, you need to know how to sit on your hands and wait for the high probability conditions. I'm not playing anything right now. The same scenario, basically the same scenario is happening on the Ethereum. We can see monthly is gonna give us huge range. Right here, if you go to the weekly chart, basically the same scenario. Weekly, previous week high and previous week low is also swept. And if we mark out this week's high and low, which will tomorrow be previous week high and low, and go to the daily time frame, we are also in a range to work with. So basically the same stuff. We either respect and move lower, or we disrespect that level and close above it to move higher. The same goes for this low. So really boring conditions so far in the crypto market. I'm not even gonna look at the altcoins because it's basically the same scenario. We are in a huge range and we don't have anything to do, just sit on our hands. In the meantime, on the DXY, we have some trending conditions finally. If you remember, we outlined that we're gonna move from this swing low towards this swing high way prior. This is a respect candle and we are moving towards this high. On the weekly time frame, we are closing above the previous month high and above the previous week high and above the swing high, which is giving us the fair value area. We can eventually retest that to move towards this high, but on the daily time frame, we have the clear draw on liquidity bias. We are aiming for this high, and we have the FVG right here to move higher from, but this is actually a hidden breakaway gap, so this one might not get filled. We'll see how it goes into the next week, but pure focus is to be in the intraday trades, because market conditions are just so bad, so we need to adapt to the current state of the market. And commodities, for example, you know how we had a huge run up on the gold. Now we are holding off a bit. We created this monthly breakaway gap. On the weekly we have the push context with also weekly breakaway gap, but it was filled. And if we see on the daily time frame, we are basically trapped between levels. We have this daily FVG right here. So like I said in the recent outlook last week, I think, I said that we're just gonna play ping pong between those two levels, and that's what happened right here, because we need to break out and disrespect one level to see where are we going next. So if we want to disrespect this daily FVG, we need to disrespect this rejection high, this one, so we can move higher from this weekly to the upside towards the new all-time high, right? But the problem is that we have this monthly breakaway gap right here, which is pretty sus to me, so just gonna hold off for now. On the silver, same stuff, monthly FVG right here for breakaway gap for the experienced ones. On the weekly time frame, we have the FVG sweep or fill, and if you're going to offer fair value, we should seek liquidity next. Right here we can see huge respect candle, which is showing us the momentum to move higher, and on the daily also respecting, but we have this FVG right here, and I want to see price disrespect this rejection high, because it's that rejection high is rejecting from this daily FVG, and we are trapped between those two levels. Once we disrespect this high, then we are free to move from this weekly towards the all-time high. Basically we need to close above that level to confirm that scenario. Other than that, I'll say to focus on indices and potentially forex markets, intraday trading only, because after Trump came, really for the hard time frames, market changed a lot. So we need to adapt. You just need to like scalp, get in and out of trades really fast, and that is the current market state for now. Nothing else to do. Thank you so much and be safe. Peace.